Is There More to Life Than What We Know? Written by world-renowned psychic medium Joseph Labruto III. Through this amazing collection of channeled messages, you will find the answers to the most basic questions asked by humanity. This book is truly a spiritual journey and awakening to find God. Ron Ash, book reviewer, said, "I found this book extremely difficult to put down." To order your copy of Is There More to Life Than What We Know, visit us at ourjourneyoflife.com. The Promise, an audiobook authored and narrated by Joseph Labruto III. This audio adventure has been described by critics as the motion picture score of the study of Jesus, packed with powerful insight shining the light on an intriguing blend of Judaism, Christianity, and New Age philosophy. The Promise is a must-listen for those on the spiritual path to enlightenment, so get your copy today at ourjourneyoflife.com. Experience the power and healing of sacred geometry. Joseph Labruto III has put this divine information into affirmation cards. Each card and symbol has been invoked with the divine energy of our Creator, Archangels, and Ascended Masters. Each card is given an affirmation beginning with the words, "I am," meaning the strength of God. Receive protection, heal trauma, and manifest all of your desires with the help of these cards. To get your set, go to ourjourneyoflife.com today. Welcome to the Love and Forgiveness recording. For access to all of Joseph's books, audiobooks, affirmation recordings, and spiritual tools, go to ourjourneyoflife.com. And remember, enjoy the journey.
My name is Billy. This is my first time seeing Joseph. He was incredible. He pulled up a childhood friend that we had crushes on. I'm just still surprised trying to understand it all, but it all makes sense. Everything he said is true, is accurate, and I'm just still trying to absorb it all in, and I'm very surprised. He's great.
I had a reading with Joseph about 2 years ago. The thing I remember the most was, which I wasn't expecting, was my friend from childhood, Mike, came through. And as we were in this one-on-one meeting in this little room, Joseph stood up and said, "I have to give you a hug." And that's exactly what Mike would have done. And Mike was probably as tall as Joseph, same build, and when Joseph wrapped me in his arms, I just remember feeling like that was actually Mike hugging me. And as I'm sitting here explaining it to my friend before the show started, I said it was just like a surreal feeling. It felt like Mike took over Joseph's body. It just was Mike and me in the room, like when we were back in high school. And that's the biggest thing that I took from that.
Wonderful. They do take over. That's why I say I'm a channel.
And it was wonderful. He came through with the most amazing things that I could ever thank him for, and I went home so blessed.
I also had a reading, and I had my departed brother come through, and then I also had my niece come through as well. We are true believers when I think we both were skeptical to begin with.
And I'm looking forward to having a party of our own at our house to just get more intimate with him and learn a lot more about our dearly departed.
So, not enough we can say about Joseph Labruto.
He's number one. And we love him. Yay, Joseph!
Tonight at 11. It's a question we've all asked. Is there life after death?
Definitely yes, it is a real deal.
Doubter? Believer? Still not sure? News Channel 5's Marcy Gonzalez gets her own answers from a local medium who many swear is the real deal. See for yourself tonight on News Channel 5 at 11.
Steve, thank you. If you had the chance to communicate with someone who's passed away, would you do it?
There's a psychic medium in our area, some call one of the best in Florida in reaching the spirits. News Channel 5's Marcia Gonzalez got a reading and tells us how he does it and why some swear he is the real deal.
Your dad comes in, says he loves you.
Messages.
Your mom is worried about you. She loves you.
From beyond the grave.
It's just kind of like in a peace in a way.
The peace and closure so many hope for after a loved one passes. Some say they get from this man.
I just speak what I hear, and I don't hesitate.
Joseph Labruto III is a psychic medium, named one of the best in the state by MediumChannel.com for what they say is his incredible ability to channel spirits.
All of a sudden I would feel a male or female vibration, energy. I will sense a name or initial. I will sense how they die.
He shares what he senses in one-on-one sessions and at group readings.
He'll hear the message, but then you're going to have to help them figure out who they're for.
One of those messages at this event in Boca Raton was for Angelica Hernandez.
Crashed in a plane because of difficulties. Right there? Who hit a mountain? Right there. He couldn't get the plane level and he went down. That's what happened.
That's what happened, Hernandez says, to her first husband, whose plane crashed into a mountain in Venezuela 16 years ago while she was at home pregnant with their son.
He watches her all the time, especially the boy. He watches the boy all the time.
Hernandez says she didn't give those details to anyone before the reading, and now with those reassuring words, she is a true believer.
To me, it was very impressive the way he picked up so many things about someone that he didn't know or he didn't know anything about.
Skeptics accuse Labruto of using a tactic called cold reading, essentially using generalities in hopes that something will stick. It's a claim Labruto denies.
There's so much validation that the messages I give to people that you can't be making it up, that it has to be a gift.
A gift Labruto says he's proven to hundreds of clients, including Hernandez.
Definitely yes, it is a real deal.
And that he feels is a true testament that love lives on, even after death.
The truth is, it's we who need the healing and the closure to move on. And the ones on the other side know this, and if they feel that they can come through, just to say hello and just to say they're okay, that it will help this person here on this side to cope a little bit, that they know that their loved ones are still with them, that they'll see them one day.
Labruto does sessions in his Boca Raton office by phone and hosts a weekly radio show. For the details, we have a link to his website on ours, WPTV.com. Marcy Gonzalez, WPTV News Channel 5.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Joseph, and tonight is a night of love, healing, and laughter. And Kristen is running a little late. She had to take her little Sophie, her daughter, to cheerleading and drop her off. So she'll be popping on when she gets back home. So I'm running a little solo now, and I just want to welcome everyone here in the room. For those of you who are meeting me for the first time, I'm Joseph Labruto. I'm a psychic medium, and I'm also a healer and a channel. And I'm known for my mediumship work, bringing loved ones from the other side, and just to give closure that our loved ones are just a breath away, that they're not far. Can anyone talk to a loved one? Yes, we all have that ability. It's talking right here in your heart. This is how I hear them. People ask me, do I see them? Do I hear them? Do I sense them? It's pretty much a combination of everything. When I see them, I don't physically see them like I will see you. I now see them in my mind's eye. When I was a child, I used to see spirits, just like physically see them, like in my physical eyes. And I didn't know any different at the time. I thought they were regular people. They used to come to me. They used to play with me, joke with me. I remember in my bed laughing, and my father screaming, "Go to sleep up there. What are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Go to bed." And I'm thinking, Dad, you let everybody in this house and you're yelling at me. I think I was about age 10 when my grandmother passed away, and it's the first time I got to experience a funeral where my father took me to the coffin. I got to see my grandmother laid out, and he explained to me a little bit about heaven, about we won't be seeing grandmother anymore. She'll be an angel. She'll be an angel in heaven, and this is where we're going to say our goodbyes. So I said my goodbyes to her, did a little prayer next to her coffin, and I watched her go into the ground at the cemetery. And a few days later, I completely forgot, I wasn't thinking about her. And I was walking into my bedroom, and there she was sitting on the bed. Clearly, I could see her like I see you and me. Now I realized that these beings I was seeing were ghosts as they come visit me. I remember screaming and running out of the room, but I can hear her voice in the background saying, "Joey, I didn't have a chance to say goodbye, and I love you." Well, that always resonated with me to now on. But at that time, as a 10-year-old child, it scared me. And I remember sleeping with the lights on, my head and my headphones in, and also my head underneath the covers because I didn't want to see, feel, or hear anymore. And eventually it went away. My mediumship, I stopped seeing loved ones. I had a normal childhood because most people who knew me through school and high school, they have no idea that I have this ability. And then I always say, yeah, I was dormant at the time. I was shut down. It wasn't until my 20s when I opened up again. And it was when my cousin, Joe Labruto, it's an Italian thing. We got a lot of Joes in my family. That's why I'm the third. Well, my cousin Joey passed away in his early 30s, like 34 years of age. I was 28 at the time. And again, he left behind a wife, 2 small children. I attended his funeral, and as I was driving home, I was sitting at a red light, just kind of really angry and upset with God, saying, why does someone so young have to die? Here's a loving father, loving husband with a 2-year-old and a 4-month-old, and passed away. And then all of a sudden, I heard his voice clear as day. As I turned to the passenger side, there he was smiling at me. I could have hit a row of cars right then and there, but he wanted to give me a message, and I thought I was going crazy. And he wanted me to talk to Mary Lou, his wife, and tell her things, personal things about him being there. So I thought maybe this was the grieving process, and finally we went away. It was really a quick visit. Went in the car. A few days later, I was sitting watching television. I was watching a movie, and all of a sudden, bam, right beside me on my couch, scared the bejesus out of me. Well, Joey, are you going to talk to Mary Lou? Just said loud. I jumped. And then I finally had the courage to go to my cousin, Mary Lou, to tell her that, listen, I think Joey is talking to me. And I explained about my mediumship abilities that I had as a child and stuff. And I gave her a message that was so exact. Well, let me just tell her. I asked my cousin to give me something personal that only she would know. And he looked at me and he says, just tell her the word cheese. That's all you need to do. And of all things, cheese. So I got the courage to go to her and explain to her about me seeing Joey. And I don't know if this is in my head. I asked him something personal. And the only thing he'd tell me is the word cheese. Does that make sense? That time I could just see her eyes get really big. She ran out of the room, and I'm thinking, oh my God, what did I do? Because her husband just died about a week ago. She went into the bedroom and came out with a box full of letters, anniversary cards, birthday cards. And as she started to open up each one, there was the word cheese written on them. I looked at her and I said, okay, what does that mean? She started laughing. She said, well, Cousin Joey, it's a sexual thing between my husband and I, and you'll never know. But that opened the doors for me. I started feeling, hearing, seeing spirits. They would come in and out. It would drive me crazy. I would go to the grocery stores. I would be seeing spirit following people. I just had to learn how to shut this thing off. At this time, I was being mentored by a person named Marilyn Raphael. For those of you who know about my spiritual work, I was a channel before I was a medium. I used to channel spirit guides, and at this time, I was learning to become a channel. Well, Marilyn taught me that I had to come off with an on and off switch. It was very important to do this. So one late night, I was watching television, and the movie Beetlejuice came on. Out of all things, Beetlejuice. And you know when you go Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice 3 times? That's when it dawned on me that I'm going to have everyone say their first name 3 times out loud. So if you ever go to my events, when I do my live shows, you'll notice that the audience is counting 1, 2, 3, all the way to 10, and then they say their first names out loud 3 times. You ought to hear when I have a room full of 400 or 500 people in a room. It sounds crazy. So it works. Count 1 to 10, say your first name 3 times. Even though when I do these readings here, I have people count 1 to 5, just kind of give me a little, like booting me up a little bit. I start to hear those loved ones. They'll start to come through. I start to get messages. When I'm done, I say, thank you very much for coming out to see me tonight. That's my off switch. So I have an on and off switch. It was great until New Year's rolled around. When they did the countdown for New Year's, I went, oh my God, I didn't see that coming. Because once they did the countdown, I opened up on New Year's. It was crazy. For those of you just tuning into the room, I am going to do a drawing on there. I see the room is starting to fill up right now. I am going to give live readings. My co-host, Kristen, had to drop her daughter off, Sophie, to cheerleading practice and will be coming on late. So I just said, let me go ahead and start the show. She's normally the one who has the gift of gab, and she talks more. So it gives me practice here just to kind of get out here and talk more too. Because I normally, when I come, I just read. And that's all I do is I just read. I just do the work, and I really don't have the gift to gab and stuff like that. But I wanted to share the story about how I became a medium and how this all came to fruition and everything. We got a few comments in here, which I'm going to put up real quick. From Deborah Ann, says hello. And we also have also blessings here from Chandra. And okay, she wants to know, how do we get through StreamYard? There's a link on top of this on there. Click on that link, and then you can come on to StreamYard with everybody else, and you can get a reading. And Deborah Ann, if you would like a reading, if you're not in the room already, click on the link in the description here, and it'll take you to StreamYard. And Ilanit, she has her own show here on every Tuesday night. I should have asked her to jump on, so I had somebody to talk to. But she's also says it sounds amazing on my story and everything. So, all right then. I also got the private chat going. Hello, everybody in the private chat. And yes, how we're gonna do it here is I'm gonna I have a little numbers here. These little wood pegs that I have with these little numbers here. Okay. And we're going to go pick a number. Okay, Kristen. Okay, gotta love you. I mean, she's not coming on yet. Okay, her cheer just left her out. Okay, so you could go ahead and just listen to me, Kristen, then. So as I go by. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a number on who I'm going to read. Now, am I able to read through the Facebook Live? Kristen can do this, but unfortunately, I cannot. I work with energy, so it's very important. When I hear the person's voice, I lock on. Their loved ones come right through to me. If I'm doing a psychic reading for someone, when I hear the person's voice, I tune into their higher self. In an email type thing, it's blank to me. I have no energy. I have no feeling when I see the emails. But when I hear the voice, of the person, or even when I see a person, if I'm in a group and I start doing readings to a group and I look at a person, all of a sudden their aura or their energy will reach out to me, and then I can feel them with me as well. So, but just come on. I see Deborah Ann just popped out. She asked there. But Chandra, just go ahead and click on if you can to listen. If not, hold on to when Kristen comes on and she can read you live through Facebook. Okay, I'm going to bring everybody up on air on the line here just to say hello. The room is getting a little full. So if you could just show your pictures up. I'm going to bring Jill up. There we go. Hi, Jill. And Rosemary. Hi. And Drew. And there we go. Christina.
Hello.
Elaine.
Hello.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Who is here for the first time calling in? Just raise your hand.
Rosemary.
Okay. All right. So, Rosemary, that's your first time. Okay. All right. Welcome. I know
Yes.
Christina is up in Iowa, correct? Yep. So, and Elaine, I recognize Elaine, and then especially Jill. Jill is my favorite, is one of my #1 fans. And I know Drew is also a good friend of Kristen as well. So, and I'm Robin, you just popped on. I'm going to bring you up here too. I'm just bringing everybody up on the screen before I start to read. So it's good to see you, Robin, as well. All right. Tonight, for those of you, this is how it works. For those of you who want to get in touch with a loved one, think of them, have them in your mind, invite them here in this room. Now, for those of you who want a psychic reading from me, or I call it a life path reading, I am like a magic 8-ball. So the best way I work is you ask the question as specific as you can. I work with my guides, and my guides help answer the question. Kristen, she uses the tarot cards and she lays them out, and that's how she gets the directions. Me, I go straight to the source and I get the information for you. So that's how it works. So figure out what you want, a psychic reading from me, or talk to a loved one. I'm going to go ahead and bump everyone back into the stream right here, and I'm going to go ahead and pick a number and bring you on, and we'll start reading everybody here. Got to be a quicker way. Okay. And for those of you who are tuning in, click on the link. There's 2 spots open for readings, so you can come on. We're doing a lottery. And I'm also going to post here, right here. This is where you can reach us. But to click on the link, just look at the text as well. All right. I covered all my bases. So let me go ahead and pick. Okay, I got number 3 on here, and this is Jill. So I'm going to bring Jill right up. She gave me a thumbs up, and I'm going to bring you right here. Hi, Jill. Welcome,
Hi.
welcome, welcome.
Well,
How are
nice
you?
to see you again. How are you?
Oh, it's wonderful to see you too. So let me get this little banner going here, and just want to put this little stream banner. There we go. So what brings you on tonight, Jill?
I was just calling to see if I could check in on my mom.
Ah, okay. All right. Count 1 to 5 for me, Jill.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
All right. Thank you, Jill. You know, I think your mom checks in more on you than you check up on her. And I felt like she has helped you in many ways with your health, given you warnings about something's happening and you got to do what you got to do. Are you suffering with any, it's like heartburn or something going on right here? Because I feel a burn right here.
I've been having acid reflux a lot.
Acid reflux. Okay, that's what I'm sensing right now on there. So it's just a little bit about what you're going through. But with your mom, I just have your mom checking up on you, making sure that everything is okay with your health. And that's a very, very important to do. I'm also hearing that there's a physical happening or something's happening where they're going to reevaluate your condition and stuff. And I feel like it's going to be better. Are you going to the doctors or anything in the near future?
You know what, Joseph? You guys, if you guys are hearing my voice, he is the bomb, because I was just at the heart doctor today.
Oh, you went to the heart doctors today?
Yep. I thought I was having another heart attack. I got
Did
scared.
they read?
Huh?
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Did they
I
talk
got
about?
scared.
Did they
And
change their medication?
no, she was going to, and I asked her when she was going to let me get off the Berlinta, and she said not now. And
Okay.
my problem is I have to lose weight. Even though I've been trying to lose weight, I'm gaining weight. I'm doing the opposite, and I don't know why. But I found out that the blood pressure pills make you gain weight.
It puts water. It probably puts water weight on with the
Right,
blood pressure
but I'm
pills.
not
That's what
getting
it is.
right. But she said I'm not having congestive heart failure, which is a good thing. But I've
Okay, so
gained
this.
weight, and I'm having a hard time walking more. And my feet are swollen, and I've been having acid reflux. So and then I was having phantom pains, what she called it, because
All
I
right,
was
so
getting paranoid.
this is what I was feeling before you said anything. This was happening. This is what your mom is telling me. In fact, that's going on because I felt like it was something like going on with acid reflux. You had to do the doctor and do something about your medication, and you went today and did all that. So it just shows that your mom is looking after you. I know you wanted to ask about your mom, but your mom is asking about your health and everything, and just wants to let you know that how important that you are to her. REO Speedwagon is playing in my head right now.
Oh my God, that's something from the '80s when she used to dance in the basement with all that stuff.
There we go. So she's dancing to REO Speedwagon, and she says, "Remember, we used to do that."
Yep. Oh my God, I was just thinking about that the other day because I remember I think about my mom on a constant basis, but I know that she's okay, so I don't dwell on her being gone because from things you and I do believe definitely she's around me because she's the one who basically woke me up when I was having a heart attack because the doctor said I should have been dead, and the doctor told me today that I am one of her only heart patients that have the worst heart attack. And I'm like, what?
Okay.
And so I just found that out today. But I really believe and feel that my mom was giving me the warnings to go to the doctor, and I went. And I'm so glad that you said that because I got the chills when you said it up and down my whole body.
Yep.
Because I was just asking about her because I really felt bad. I think about her, but I don't talk to her like I used to. Because I guess the grieving part's over, but
Well, that's the grieving part. We go through grieving things, but she just wants to let you know that she is looking after you and everything that she's just said right now, and it's just she's concerned about your health. And now she's talking about REO Speedwagon dancing. She's just trying to cheer you up as well. Fisherman Wharf, Fisherman Pier, Navy Pier, or anything that makes sense to you.
my mom, my dad, at one point went fishing and got a big a blue white shark or something like that when he was out in Florida where you guys live. But that was I think I wasn't even born yet.
All right,
he had
that's
fish,
okay.
But somebody stole it.
Anybody from Chicago?
They're all from Chicago.
That's where Navy Pier is in Chicago.
Yeah, right.
So
Navy Pier is in Chicago.
So they're showing me Navy Pier to get me to Chicago, the city of Chicago, in that area. So if they're all from Chicago, they're just giving me where they live.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, my whole family's up there in heaven. They're probably all looking at me like idiots. But
right there, they're all having Chicago pizza.
They probably ever know Portillo hot dogs.
No, yeah, I had a Chicago hot dog when I was there. They're really good. One of the hot dog stands. I had a big Chicago hot dog, and I had the Chicago pizza last time I was there.
Oh well, the next
many
years. Portillo's hot dogs, you'll be in love.
I will have to look out.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Jill, for coming on. Okay, it's great to see you.
It was great seeing you too, and he's the real deal, guys.
Thanks. Okay, that was fun. I got some private chat. Deborah Ann, no, if your camera's not working, as long as I hear your voice, you're good. I don't have to actually see you. I just got to hear you too. So if your camera's not working, when you get picked, I just need to hear your voice. So you're good. And I'm going to go ahead and pick the next person here. Number 2 again. All right. So everybody gets moved around. So 1, 2 is Rosemary. Rosemary. I'm going to bring you on. Tell me when you're ready. Just give me a thumbs up. I'll let you get yourself. There we go. Hello, hello. Hi, Rosemary. How are you?
Hi,
Is this the first time? Is this the first time on the show?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm
yes,
doing
it
well.
is. Yes.
All right. Normally, Kristen has a bell to ring. I don't have a bell for the first timers. So imagine me ringing a bell. So what brings you on tonight?
I want to know how it's going to be with my love life and also my financials, if you can help me.
Finance and love? Okay.
Yes.
What I'm feeling is sometimes we have to cut cords before we go forward. It's very important. And I feel like you're holding on to something or somebody, and the pain's not healed yet. In order to move forward to anybody new is to heal that pain and let that person go. So whoever that person you were with for many years, let go of the anger, let go of the disappointment. Forgiveness is the hardest thing to do, but by forgiving that person, it sets us free. So what you have to do is you have to clear out your energetic field. And once you clear that out, then it brings new love, because when our vibrations change and our energy change, this is how we bring love into our life. So that is the key to start it. Once you can do this, so your question is, when do I see someone coming into your life, correct? As a relationship? Is that your question?
Yeah.
Once you can heal this pain and cut those cords and the hurt and forgiving, I feel this is going to be very quick. Within 3-4 months, I could see it coming in the summer. Somebody, you might even know the person already. You might have met this person and you just wasn't ready for this person yet, but then you're going to look at this person in another way, because I feel like this person is right here. You either met the person or you weren't interested at one time, or you may be interested this time. So does that sound familiar with you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So so just don't write that person out. Just, give it a chance. Give it some time. Okay. Now, financial.
Yeah,
what type
I'm in the
of?
middle, yes.
Okay.
I was in the
Now you're
middle
talking.
of, like, if I go back to this person or no. So that helped. Thank you.
Hey, Kristen. All right. So it's very important that you let this person go and you move forward. And once you let this person go, things are going to be healthy for you on that. And like I said, 3 or 4 months, everything's going to be great. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Chris, before you go,
Yeah,
Kristen, can you jump? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Can you do that? All right. This is the co-host Kristen that she's on. So you got her just in time.
Kristen.
She's great with relationships. Okay, I'm gonna.
Would you like a reading? All right.
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Take one more breath for me, Rosemary, and send me your energy. Okay, 2 more just to get my cards kind of going. There you go. And 1 more and we're ready.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm seeing that you're feeling, interestingly, a little isolated. You feeling a little isolated? Oh, she's gone. We lost her. He just disappeared, darling.
Okay. Well, welcome. I have somebody soliciting. Yeah, I don't see her. She pops on. We'll bring her back on real quick.
All right, I'm going to take a picture of this in case she comes back.
Go ahead.
In case she comes back. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm going to take a picture.
Okay. There's somebody who is want to give readings on the chat room. Please don't do this. I promise I won't go to your Facebook page and go to your people and say, get a reading from Joseph. So, Christy, I love you, but please do not solicit on our chat room. Okay. Karen Gear, she asked, how can we get on? In the description, there's a link. Click on the link and you'll be able to get on as well. Okay. Maria, can I get a love reading, please? It helps
I
I
you
hope
get
that
in,
girl
but
clicks back on because all sorts of relationship stuff popped up about her. So I do hope she clicks back on.
we'll see. We'll see. All right. So let's catch up like it's the beginning of the show, and then we'll take on more callers.
Go ahead.
So,
Hi.
yeah.
I know my daughter has I'm going to tell you, my daughter is a competitive cheerleader and she travels around the country competing, and Summit is this weekend and it's the Super Bowl of cheerleading competitions. It's actually televised on ESPN Worldwide of Sports. It's in Orlando. It's a huge deal. So I knew I was going to be a little late today. Her entire team had boxes and gift bags and limos and pizza and candy and cake, and I was trying to get here sooner, but we leave Friday morning for her last competition, and like I said, it's a Super Bowl of cheerleading competition. So that is this weekend.
Yeah. Well, I handled it fine.
Oh, good. I know we have a full house. I love to see everyone here. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Christina and Eileen and Drew and Jill, and who else do we have here? Robin and Deborah, Ashley Marie and Sheila. I love it. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Sorry I was late.
And those of you who want to come into the room, the link is in the description. Click on the link and you're there. How I read, I have to hear your voice or even see your face too. But if not, just hear your voice and I can do that. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up another person, okay? Here we go. Now I got the number one person here. And number one is Deborah Ann. I understand, Deborah, that you cannot get your camera on.
Right, the
so
camera.
We're just gonna.
Sorry, the camera's blocked for some reason. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. That's okay. So, have you ever been on the show before, Deborah?
No, but I've been following. I've never been on, but I've been following for a while.
Okay, well, welcome.
You're both amazing. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, you don't happen to have your bell, do you?
You know what? I'm gonna go. Hold on, I'll be right back. I know where it is.
So good. So what brings you on, Deborah?
I just wanted to know. Recently I had lost both my mother and father, and two pets.
Okay. All right. So you lost mom and dad and two pets. Okay. I'm gonna have you ring the bell for our newcomer who comes online. Okay. I'm sorry for your loss, Deborah. And you have never met me. Have you met me before?
No.
Okay. What I'm hearing is, anybody call you baby girl?
No.
All right. Who has the baby girl? Somebody's talking about a baby girl, grandchild, or anything like that.
Nope, no children. Oh, an ex-boyfriend used to call me baby girl, and he died about 30 years ago.
Hello, baby girl.
Well, it's been a while.
Yeah, I have somebody calling you baby girl in spirit. So I know you're asking for mom and dad, but I'm going to bring your ex-boyfriend through. And he just needed to say hello to you. And he said, we had good times, but we grew apart.
True.
And he always checked up on you through life, just making sure that things were good. And he just wanted to stop by and say hello. And that's the thing.
Great.
He just wanted us to say hello, and he's doing great. And he does check up on you and thinks of you quite often. Okay.
Good. I'm glad he's happy. Anything from my pets?
There. Well, before we go to the pets, did dad had to go to hospice situation, by the way?
Yes, as a matter of fact, yes.
Okay. I have dad here telling me about decisions had to be made and about him going into hospice. And it was the hardest thing to do is letting him go and making the decisions like that. And he said, you had to do what you had to do. It was the best thing. It was not, it was, you had to do what you had to do. It was best for him, he says. And he just wants to let you know that he is here with your mother, and heaven is not heaven without her. And being with her was the best thing. And just wants to let you know how much peace they are in. I have the very fast maybe heart condition too. Is this mom, by the way?
Well, she had lung cancer.
Fine.
And it was in the
It's
heart
right
too.
in this area.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. So lungs and heart in the same area. And that's who I have passing away. So I got mom coming in now saying, hello, sweetheart. How are you doing? How are things? Are you keeping everything together? And that's the words I'm hearing. So she says she knows how much of an emotional mess everything is. And she's just asking how you're keeping things together. And it's very important on there. The month of March or May, anything with March or May, any importance?
Well, my mother died in May.
Okay, so she's telling me the anniversary of her death coming up then.
Yes.
When she passed away. Now she says not to worry. Is it dogs that passed away, by the way?
No, 2 cats, and that's one of them in the profile picture. Mhm.
Oh, okay. I don't have my glasses on. I was wondering what that was. So 2 cats. I'm not sensing them yet, but I'm sure that they're around. Animals do come strolling in once in a while, but mom and dad and your ex-boyfriend are the 3 that I'm feeling right now. So,
that's wonderful.
But I'm going to bring Kristen on for you here. And
Thank you.
And thank you, Deborah Ann. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Okay. Go ahead, Kristen. Pop yourself up. I don't know where you are. The room is filled, by the way, so whoever's trying to call in, you're getting a busy signal. And the reason why you're getting a busy signal, there you go, Kristen,
Hi,
is
Kristen.
because the room is filled.
Hi. Hello, would you like a reading?
Yes, please.
Okay, take a couple
Thank
breaths for me. You're welcome.
Is that a bird I hear?
Yeah. She's an African gray. Her name is Maggie.
Wow. Hi, Maggie.
Hi, Maggie. All right. Take a breath for me.
Okay.
Three dogs, 2 birds. Ooh. So, are you in a relationship?
No.
Okay. So, are you wanting a relationship?
I don't
You're
know.
a lover.
I'm
You
so
thinking
old.
about a relationship? Yeah, I'm pulling relationship cards.
Well, that's a good thing. I mean, I haven't been in one in years.
I'm
I would
seeing
like
you're
not to be alone.
postponing it. Yeah, I'm seeing you're postponing. So I saw lovers. I see dreaming of an ideal relationship, and I see a postponement of living. So you're kind of watching everyone doing their thing, and you're like, wow, that looks amazing. And you're like, oh my God, look at that person doing that. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. But I'm not doing any of that stuff. So yeah, you're kind of like watching your life from the inside of your house and from the outside of the window. Does that make sense? Kind of watching everything.
Yes, it does. It's like I'm watching everybody else's life go on and not mine. And I'm just working and sitting in my house.
Yeah, I see that actually. It pulled right up, love. So, you know, interestingly enough, if you're not looking for a relationship, it's the first card that pulled up, which always the first card that pulls up is the one that's kind of the most valid and the most important. So my feeling is enough postponement of your life. I want you to start making baby steps to re-immerse yourself into the world and into society. So even coming on here may have been, you know, maybe a big move. Finding potentially some meetup groups of people that I would consider your tribe. So that's people who are kind and loving and compassionate with really nice energy. There's like yoga. Meetup has some great groups where you can go like walking with someone, or, you know, I need you to get yourself back out there a little bit because you're really feeling like an outsider. You're feeling like you're looking over a big gate, you know, you're in the secret garden and you're like, I really want to know what's going on out there. And I'm not, you know, I'm like, you know, I'm home too much. I'm alone too much because I'm seeing that you're also feeling pretty isolated.
Yes.
Yeah. So the beautiful thing is that this type of isolation has caused you to go into a spiritual enlightenment of type. So it's allowed you to potentially move into integrating your dark shadow times with your light energy. So you've come to a place where you're in harmony with who you are, and your guides are communicating to you, and you have the ability to communicate, with bugs and bees and butterflies and trees. And it's been your isolation that has caused you to have this type of integration and this type of spiritual flowering and this type of spiritual enlightenment. But it is time that we move your energy from the inside of your house to the outside. But I want you to take baby steps here. I don't want you to flood yourself with the outside world. It can be intense. I want you to take your time, and I want you to go very slow, and I want you to honor and self-love and self-care. But it's time to move outside of your house and back into society, okay?
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for coming on tonight.
Thank you. I'll see you
Okay.
again. Thank you.
We'll see you again.
All right.
Bye.
Oh, Joseph, that girl is weighing on me, man. She clicked off, and I feel like she clicked off because her partner walked in. And I.
Oh, really? I didn't. Yeah, I was off, so I didn't see.
Yeah, she clicked off that pretty girl, but her messages were like, it's going to weigh on me. So if she hears this, or if she listens, or if anyone knows who she was or how to get a hold of her.
That was Rosemary. Rosemary.
Well, if we could find out.
Okay.
Oh, it's Rosemary, this Batzel, Rosemary Batzel. I'm going to message her.
Yeah, it was Rosemary. She's in the private.
It's pretty important.
Okay, in the private thing. All right. Kimberly in the chat. She says she's been in my house. I've been to her house twice. Thank you, Kimberly. And Kimberly, you wanted to know about a reading. Click on the link in the description and come on StreamYard, and Kristen and I will be doing readings there.
I see her name, Rosemary.
So you want to get somebody who's here?
Oh, this Rosemary. You said, is this her?
Yeah, that's her. So what
Okay,
you do is just Facebook her later, message her later,
I'll reach out to her.
and reach out. There you go. Okay.
There we go.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a number here, and I got number 1 and 2. I think it's pronounced Soul, S-O-L. All right. I'm going to be bringing you up here. So I change it. Blunt. Welcome. Hi.
Hello, nice to meet you guys.
Is this your first time on the show?
It is my first time, yes.
She's the official bell ringer. Angel got its wings.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Good. So where are you
joining us?
Where are you calling from?
I am coming to you live from Florida.
Okay, not too far from us.
Florida. We love Florida.
Yes.
What part of Florida?
West Palm Beach specifically.
There you go.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's where we are.
So you can come to our event, our live event, which is coming up soon. So keep in touch with us. Yes, we're gonna have a live streamed event. All you have to do is, Joseph, how does she contact us, love?
OurJourneyOfLife.com. Just go and register for my newsletter, and then you're there.
And we'll have her email.
Yeah, we just had a big event this past weekend at Palm Beach Gardens. So a whole weekend of it we just did. So
yeah, you guys are very close by.
Yeah, we're really close.
Yeah. So what brings you on, Soul?
Well, I'm in a bit of a transition period right now. Recently gone through a breakup. Working on my studies, developing myself career-wise. So really, whatever. I'm open for anything and everything. Since I'm new to this, I'm just hearing what other people are requesting. So I'm really all ears. I'm open to whatever's
okay.
coming in.
I'm gonna let Kristen pull the cards for you then, and go ahead and do this.
Sounds lovely. Okay, do you give me permission to give you a reading?
Yes.
Okay, couple breaths then. Here we go. And Soul it is. Here we go. Two more, Soul. one more. Here we go. Okay. Oh, I see it's changed. Lots of change happening. I see some exhaustion. Here,
Yes.
go ahead, hold on. So what happens is, you know, you've been through so much, right? You've been through so much. And when everything's coming at you, you know, left and right, and you have so many external situations like stressing you out, like, oh my God, I have that going on, and I have work going on, I have my house going on, and I have my bills going on, I have my car, I have this, I have that. It drains your energy. Every single one of these external circumstances are like plugged into you, and it's draining right out, and it's draining right out, and it's draining right out, and it's in your mind, and it exhausts you. So you want to make sure that you figure out how you can tidy this up, how you can cut some cords, how you can clean up some of that external life. And I know sometimes it feels like, you know, you don't have the courage to do it. But the thing is that's based from fear. Like, you're so afraid. Like, well, what if I do this? What am I going to do? Well, what if I make this choice? How am I going to handle it? What am I going to do? Right? You used to have this fear. I want to let you know you have the courage to handle these things, because, babe, it's your life that we're talking about. And if you run around exhausted for too long, you get sick and your mind gets unhealthy, and you can't see how to make decisions like in a self-loving way because you're so exhausted, right? And your life isn't worth, hey, Simber, hold on, sorry. Your life isn't worth that. Like, what am I trying to say? Your job isn't worth it. Your stuff isn't worth it. Your ex isn't worth it. Your partner's not worth it. It's not worth your health and your well-being. There's nothing that is more important than your health and your well-being and your ability to take care of yourself.
Yes.
Let all that stuff go. You know what I mean? Like, really figure out a way to move past that. I see some fighting going on too. So whatever situation, some fighting.
Okay.
We're fighting. We have some arguing. We have some bickering. We have some we have some stuff. So on top of you being exhausted by all of everything else that's going on, now you're going to deal with some fighting and some obstinate and some, right? So now you have a further drain, because that's a big drain when we can't get someone to compromise, we can't get someone to see our point of view. Baby doll, that relationship that you have in your head of like what it should be and what it could be and what it might be isn't it. It's not there. So that relationship that we're dreaming of, because we have this idea in our head because we probably watched too many Princess Disney movies when we were younger. You know, it's not a realistic situation. And like when I pull this particular card, I like want something to be true so badly, but it's just really not. It's just not true. It's just not. So we have to clean up that. We have to stop spending energy on dreaming or thinking or imagining relationship it's not realistic. We need to clean up that fighting and cut that cord, move away from that. And we need to figure out what's exhausting you, move away from that. You need to figure out what that fear feels like, that fear of change, and get away from it.
Yep.
Okay, so now I want you to receive this information from your guides, and you're going to actually get through this. So I see it. So when you handle that stuff, you're going to be dancing around. You need some girlfriends. You need some friends. You need to go out. Yeah, you need to have some beautiful people. Also, this person, you have a very strong oppositional, it looks like a male energy, male force. He's not going to like you being happy about this. You're celebrating, moving on, and he's not happy about it. So this is a rebel oppositional force, but it's like cutting chains and moving forward and getting strong and taking care of yourself and healing. It's about healing right now and self-love. You're going to need to let go of your past. Right now, you're clinging to all of the things that you've been through in your past. And you keep going back and you keep repeating, you keep reliving, and all that past energy is stale and it's flowing into your mind and it's further exhausting you. Let go of your past. Burn that up. It's over. You can't go back and fix it, undo it, unsay it, unlive it, make it different. We got to just burn it up and let it go. Hit the reset button and move forward, okay? Move out of that shadow time, move into rebirth, and share those gifts that you have. You're going to have a lot of success in this. Just keep working at it, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you
that
so much for
resonates
joining
a lot,
us.
so thank you.
Thank you, Salt. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Okay. Oh, I messed up here.
Oh, well, I don't know. I'm the big monster on the screen right now.
Yeah, I know. I hit the wrong button. I went full screen. There I am.
There you are.
Okay. Yeah. So this past weekend we did our show live at Jamar Enlightenment Center. That was a lot of fun to do it live.
I had a blast, Joseph. That was amazing.
Yeah, it was just, we tag teamed and we read everybody in the room. And
it was like our show live. So it was like, go ahead, Joseph, it's your turn. He like checked out. I'm putting my emoji on right now while I go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I know. That's what we did. Yeah, I know.
No, it was really comfortable, wasn't it? It was actually really cozy and comfortable.
It was. We did a good show.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. And we're going to have a big live event coming up at, we'll have the location coming up. And it's going to be, I want to do like one of your workshops, one of my workshops, or we combine them and do multi-workshops because it's fun to have us both. Then I want to do our readings, mine and yours readings. And then we're going to do an after party where we have like dinner and drinks and just getting to know each other, kind of like chill event. And I want to do it something like from 3 to 5 workshops, take a little break, from 5 to 7 readings, maybe an hour and a half there. And then from 7 to 9, a dinner dance thing. So I kind of want to do something like that.
All right. Just make sure you invite me.
Oh, you're coming. I wouldn't do it without you. What? I can't go without you, cute boy. We gotta bring you. Oh, and Jill, we're coming to Chicago. You wait, next year probably. We need to go to Chicago, okay, Joseph?
Yeah, I've been there.
Jill says so. I mean, it's Jill. We have to go.
Yep. It's been a long time since I was there. So, okay, I'm going to pick another number here. For those of you who are listening, the link to get on the show is in the description. Click on there. You come on the streamline so Kristen and I can both read you as well. Number 4, the room is pretty much filled. There's only one spot left for a call to come in. So if you want to call in, there's one spot over. My last one is Donna Marie. Donna Marie. Give me a thumbs up, Donna, when you're ready. Donna Marie, when you're ready. Okay, let me push here. Bring you up. Hi, welcome.
Hello.
Hello. Is this the first time you're on the show?
Well, I've been talking to Kristen, but it's the first I've been on FaceTime.
Oh, you've talked to me?
Yeah, from Belfast.
Oh. What is your name?
Donna Marie from Belfast.
Oh, the Belfast.
Belfast. I know the girl from Belfast. That is her. Thank you for joining us. I'm like, we have someone calling us from Belfast. I don't know where that is, but it sounds fascinating.
Northern Ireland, UK.
Oh, can you say that one more time just so I can hear you say it?
Northern Ireland, UK.
Oh my God, that's so weird. Seriously, I love it. Oh, I can hear her talk. We need to just give her something to read just so I can listen to it.
Yeah.
We're going to go and visit you too. So first we're going to Chicago and then we're going to Belfast to come and see her.
Yeah.
Yep. So what brings you on tonight?
Just like some spiritual messages, please.
From a loved one or from a guide or
from loved ones, yeah.
Okay. Who would you like to connect without giving me names? Just a relationship of the person.
Any grandmother.
A grandmother. Okay. Your first name again is
Donna Marie.
Donna Marie. Okay. Did somebody own their own food store or anything like that in the family? Bakery, deli, or something, a restaurant, something to do with food?
No, don't think so.
I don't know why I associate your grandmother with food for some reason. Is she bakery or bakes or anything like that?
One of them might have, yeah.
Okay, but you're not sure. All right. It's somebody who did this like for a living, and if you can't relate to it, have you ever worked in the restaurant industry or anything like that?
No, I haven't. No.
Yourself? You haven't. All right. So, all right. I'm just going to go beyond there and see what I sense. Was there someone that you were very close to, then one of your grandmothers that you were very close to, but then you couldn't be there when she passed, and you found out about her passing?
Yes.
Okay. Was this the one that you're closest to?
Yeah, cruises too. Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes what happens is that we feel our heart aches because we couldn't be there, and then we find out that they pass, and we wish we could have spoke to them more, that we could have called more or been there more. And what I'm hearing is that she says it's okay because she understands that how busy your life is, and she always wanted what's best for you, and she always wanted you to do what you had to do. But what I'm hearing from her is that it was I don't know if she was very sick, but I feel like that she just wasn't feeling well, and things just turned bad. Now, who's just the Marie? Is there a Marie person?
Maria.
Maria. Who's Maria?
My daughter.
Yeah. All right. So she's asking about Maria on there. Was she pass? Was she alive at the time when your daughter was born, or no?
No.
All right. So she's just what she's doing there is just giving you validation that she knows about your daughter, her great granddaughter, and you always wondered if she knew that you had children, and this is her way of letting you know that she knows about that.
I named her Maria Geraldine after Macaroni Geraldine.
So you named her after her?
Just the Geraldine part, yes.
Just the okay. So this is part of what your grandmother is saying and everything. Now, who is the spiritual person that she's talking about? Do you work with herbs or anything like that?
I have cards, I have a crystal, and I would do just more meditation and prayer.
Okay, fine. So you have a crystal, you work with cards and things like that. Have you ever did any medium work or communication like that as well? Because I feel like there's something there.
I sometimes have it and sometimes I don't.
What you need to do is you have to let go of the fear and you have to open up. And sometimes when you get it, you have this fear that comes in, and it's most important just to let it go. And by letting it go, you're going to get the more information very quick and all that. But I have that you're very gifted, and I hear that you can hear spirit. And you also, I asked you about guides at the very beginning, is because I sense guides around you. When you asked about a spiritual thing, I said you want to talk to guides. The reason why I did that is because they're just surrounding you, and you just need to open up and have more communication with them. Automatic writing, start to write, start to journal. That's what they're telling me, because you have a lot of information and things come to you very easily. So you just need to type and write. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to bring Kristen on for you now.
Oh,
sorry. I bumped you. Okay.
Oh my gosh, how cool is that? Right? So you're like this spiritual guru over there.
Yeah.
Are you aware of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you doing anything with it?
Not so much, no.
Do you have any desire to expand that kind of? Yeah, because it's not, I've not really seen Joseph say that before. So, and I'll see obviously with the cards pulled, but if you have a real ability and you have not only a psychic medium telling him, but I'm sure probably your cards are going to say the same. It's your destiny to walk in this path. And which is okay if you choose not to develop it. For example, my little sister, she's very powerful and she's chosen not to develop it, but she lives a life that's always missing something. Something's missing. And so this is like kind of like a part of who you are. So study. You have to study. If you want to learn a language, you have to study the language. So get your books, Google psychic books, Esther Hicks, Matt Kahn, Joseph, me, Teal Swan, Dr. Wayne Dyer, Eckhart Tolle, Osho, Ram Dass. Those are your people. Start studying, start learning, start training, find classes in your area. Trust your intuition and trust your vibration patterns. So, for example, someone like you who has a true ability and a gift, one of the higher levels, I can feel it already, you're realistically higher vibrations than most of the teachers in your area, because it's actually not common to be as gifted to the point that Joseph has pulled it up, that you need to walk this path. So study from them, but don't lower your vibrations to match them. when you study them, understand that you're most likely a master teacher, an ascended master. So believe it or not, they could learn from you. They just don't know it yet, but I need you to know it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to read your cards and let's see what they say. Take a couple breaths. I'm just going to do a couple breaths. Here we go. See what they say. I'll read it quick.
While you're suffering, I'm just going to
go ahead.
my 2 cents in. Donna Marie, before I started reading you, I have a strong connection with my guides. I'm a channel. And they started talking to me. And that's why I said you had guides around you. And you're very gifted. You're very open. You have to put your fear aside and just open up and just let the world, let the universe come in. Because I always can tell a gifted person. And I can always tell. My guides are always in my ear saying, you need to give her a message, Joseph. There's fear there. Tell her to let go, and she'll be very powerful. So Kristen's right. I don't do readings like this. So this is the first time I ever said that to anybody on the show.
That I've heard it, which means that's some pretty powerful stuff right there, you know? Something to be paid attention to.
Who would be my angel to call upon to ask for help and guidance?
Call on Archangel Michael for protection, but you got more than angels around you, sweetheart. You got these guys that are very strong and powerful. Remember when I asked if you work with herbs and stuff like that? It's like Chinese medicine, I'm seeing. And so you have a powerful, you're a healer, and you can work with these herbs and stuff for healing properties. Here in America, we have the Native American. So it's almost like the Native American working with the herbs, or Chinese working with herbs. Okay?
Yeah. All right, Joseph, I'm going to speak fast, but I do have to speak to her.
Yeah, I'm going to pop off.
Okay, thank you. Okay, baby doll. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, so this is going to feel very intense. Okay. So your energy is being suppressed. You're this very, very powerful light worker, healer, empath, medium. You could be working with us. Because of that, that means that there are... You're what?
Let me.
Yeah.
I'll come over.
Yeah, come. You can work with us right here. Thank God for the internet. But here's the thing. You have an energy in your life that is stopping you from doing this.
Yeah.
That is suppressing your energy. Okay. Now, the reason why your energy is being suppressed is because universally you're that powerful that I can't go into all of it right now, but there are other forces in place that when someone is very, very powerful, there are other forces in place that stop them from reaching their power. I know we're in like a sci-fi movie. It's weird. So you have this energy in your life that's stopping you from reaching your potential and suppressing who you are, what you are, stopping you from flowing, stopping you from growing, stopping all of your energy. Now you have this inner voice that's telling you this, and that's telling you to move on, and that's speaking to you, that's coaching you, that there's that baby little inner voice that you've been ignoring, but she's in there and she's saying, hey, something's not right. We need to move on from this. We need to let this go, but you're ignoring her. So what I want you to do is move into a space of silence. Okay. What that means is you need to talk to her and only her. Forget what's going on outside of you. No more talking, no more trying to make things work, no more working, no more being like, come on, nothing. You turn that energy, you bring it inside of her, and you say, girl, what do we need to get through this and to get out of this situation, because you're exhausted. You've been through enough. You're dealing with someone who is actually a narcissist and who doesn't have your best interest at heart. They do not have good intentions for your life. So they're not compromising. And what that's doing is causing a split inside of your mind. It's causing you to feel very unhealthy. It's causing you to feel like a whirlwind. So all of this amazing, beautiful master, because you are an ascended master, I pulled that, but your ascended mastery is in the middle of all of this suppression. It is time that you move into this journey and this destiny alone. And you need to, this person feels like they're right all the time. They have everything right all the time. You can say nothing right because they have it all. Meanwhile, all around them, everything is crumbling, but they can't even see it because they think they're that freaking great. So the stress that you're dealing with, and you have stress coming at you from all angles, here. What this is trying to do is to keep you busy, keep your energy suppressed, keep you from moving forward, keep you from living your life, keep you from being who you are. So it's stress. Cut that stress out. There's as a light worker and empath, we have to understand that it's okay to be alone because we're not ever really alone. We have our relationships with our guides. We have, and you have to get that relationship with your guides, because I don't ever want you to think like you're alone. Like you have to do this by yourself. Like you have to figure this out by yourself, because you don't have to. I promise you that the universe loves you. I promise you that you're a medium. I promise you you're a healer. And that means the universe takes care of you. Is no more isolation. You're feeling very isolated right now, and you're going to need to trust this message. You're going to need to receive messages from your guides. Like I said, that lack of compromise is really damaging your energy. The universe is, again, there to help you. You have a ton of gifts to share, and your last card was that you can impact the world, the entire world, once your energy is free. So you are just getting started. Don't stay where you're at for much longer, okay? Figure out a way out.
Okay.
Love
Thank
you.
you.
Good luck, baby doll. Let us know how things go.
I will. Keep in touch.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Thank you, Donna Marie. Okay. All right. The room is filled. How about that?
Really, like, was a little quiet, but it must have been at the moon was a little weird, and now everything's a little calm. Now, Joseph, not that I want to read anyone now, but you did see in the past that there were several comments asking for readings above earlier, but so we can read for you that way. But if you are just leaving a comment, you have to make sure to kind of say, hey, I'm still here, I'm in the comments, please read for me, and then we'll make sure to get to you.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, whoever left a comment that they want a reading from the comment section, just say, hey, I'm still here and still want that reading.
Yes.
And we'll address you.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to pick up the next person. The first person I have next to me is Sheila. I'm going to pull her up. And where'd she go? She should be there. Sheila, are you with us?
I see Sheila. Sheila Grant.
Yeah, I think you're froze up for some reason.
Can you hear me?
There we go.
Oh, there she is.
Okay. Yeah, I think your internet's a little slow. Have you been on the show before?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm here. No.
All right, let's see if we can.
Just talked about you though.
Okay, so you heard from your niece. Okay, good. I hope it's good things. Where are you calling from?
I mean, yes, it is. Of course, it is.
Where?
Usually, I live in Rhode Island.
Oh,
okay.
Yay! I love hearing about the people across the country, Joseph. I love it. That's why it's important that we live stream and we have events where everyone can be welcome.
Okay. All right. I hear Ashley Marie's your niece.
I love Ashley Marie. I love Ashley Marie.
Ashley, I'm bringing you up to the stream too. So if I saw you just pop up.
She's like been lovely. She's good. Hi.
There we go.
Hi,
welcome.
Hello, Auntie. Oh, we have Arizona.
Right. Where is she?
Yeah, she's kind of freezing up for our internet. So so we kind of brought you up here too.
Okay.
So well, there we go. So welcome. So Sheila, how can I help you tonight? What can we do for you?
I know, I'm freezing. Oh, I don't know why.
Ashley, maybe you can help.
Yeah, she's trying to connect with her brothers, both of them, and her dad.
Two brothers that have, and a dad doesn't have. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And her dad too.
Or my dad.
Okay. Is there a William or a Bill in the family, by the way?
I have an uncle.
Okay.
An Uncle Billy, we used to call him.
Yeah, I got a Billy here. So okay. So that would be on your mother's side then?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna put Billy to the side here. But Uncle Bill just stopped by. Sheila, right?
Who is there?
Is it Sheila? I don't have my glasses.
Uncle Billy was there.
Okay, does she know? She knows Uncle Billy then?
Yes.
Oh, okay. If you know him, then it's fine. Then that's why he came through for the both of you.
Yeah.
On there. Uncle Billy wants to say, "Hey, Sheila, how are you?" You probably loved her. You probably loved his sense of humor and how he is. And you must have had a special relationship for him to pop in that.
Yeah, he was always funny.
Okay. All right. So Uncle Billy's here. I got to just say this. I have somebody here too. Maybe this is your brother, but died unexpectedly.
That's my dad. Yeah.
I have to say Sheila. Okay.
Did you say that was your dad?
Did,
that was her dad?
That was my dad
Yeah.
and her brother.
Her brother, your dad.
All right. Sheila, I have your brother here
Yes.
telling me he died unexpectedly. He didn't have a chance to say goodbye. He's talking about the time at the beach, the Cape Cod, the lighthouse or the water. Do you know if your father and your Aunt Sheila grew up in that area or anything like that?
Well, we grew up in Rhode Island, so that we're very close to that area, or down at the beach. You know.
Okay.
In the
What about your
summertime, of
dad's?
course. I don't know if
What
she's
about your
still
dad?
there.
Yeah, her picture's there, but there's no voice.
Oh, there she is.
See, she's got a freeze frame.
I'm here.
But go ahead and listen.
What's going on?
All right, just keep listening. There you go.
Okay, we can hear her.
Did
It's
you
all right.
used to go?
We can hear you now.
We used to go
your
to Cape
brother's
Cod as kids.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Cape Cod as kids. Okay.
So you see them as kids in Cape Cod.
I see
in
them
Rhode
as
Island.
children in Cape Cod. I see both of your brothers.
There we go.
on
Two brothers.
on there. The heart attack or the heart is for one of them that had to pass. Is this your dad, Ashley?
Yes.
With the heart? Unexpected, very quick. He thought he was going to live forever. He just had that mentality, and he's just very outgoing. Very personal brother. Everybody knew him, so he probably was popular in school, that I feel. And anything about a boat or a houseboat or something like that?
Sheila used to have a boat.
There we go. There's a boat, a houseboat. Amazing.
So, and Sheila
We
has
have
a boat?
We used to have a boat.
There we go. So they're talking about going out in the boat, and you kind of live in the boat. They say a houseboat. That means you're on the boat all the time on there. And so your brothers are mentioning the boat, okay, and being out on the boat. The Chesapeake Bay or... Okay, no, they're talking about years back. They go, something about the bay.
Wow.
What is in the bay?
Yeah. So I lived in Maryland. I lived in Maryland on I lived in Maryland
The Chesapeake
for 15,
Bay?
16 years in Chesapeake Bay.
Chesapeake.
Awesome.
There you go.
Yep.
Yep. They're
Awesome.
showing me the
There
bay, the Chesapeake Bay. They're showing me the Chesapeake Bay.
Yep.
So when you lived in Maryland at that time, and everybody maybe got together in the bay, is this where you had your boat too? When you're on the bay?
No, that was no.
Okay, that's fine. So you all got together on the bay. Both brothers sends kisses
Rhode
to you.
Island, Narragansett Bay.
That's the bay. Okay, fine. They're just showing all that to you. So they're all here. They're blowing kisses. And Ashley, your dad is always there, and he's always talking to you and just loves you. Did you dress the baby in a bunny outfit or something like that?
Easter.
Easter. Okay.
The bunny was on our butt.
The bunny was on our butt.
The bunny was on the butt. Aww.
Okay, like a little cottontail.
Yes.
All right. So your dad wants to mention you dressing your little baby as a bunny.
Oh, that's adorable. So, oh, so he saw it. That's so cute.
That's just
like I
way,
saw the
you
little
know.
baby in her bunny outfit. She's adorable.
And that's it. So, well, thank you for calling, Sheila. I'm gonna let Kristen let you get acquainted with Kristen here.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank
I
you.
love that.
Thank you.
You know, I mean, how cute is that? It's like, hey, I saw your baby in her bunny outfit, and she's really cute. From like over here in the heavenly realms of the cyber world.
Right?
I mean, come on. It's adorable. All right, Sheila, would you like a reading? Sheila, would you like a reading? Okay, take a couple breaths.
Yes, please.
Breathe. One more. Good job. Thank you. Okay, so I see it's time for a change. We're going through some changes. Time for a change. I feel like you know this, right? I'm hoping you know that it's time for a little bit of a change here. I see that, yeah, I see that because of some things that are going on externally in your environment, that it's creating an like a little bit of like a mind split, a little bit like our brains like. So the thing is like sometimes we're feeling healthy, sometimes we're feeling unhealthy, but like we're kind of like a little bit all over the place, and we have an idea about how to kind of get through this, out of this, fix it. And I want to let you know it's time for that to kind of move forward. It's time. It's like the apple's just fallen off the vine. It's ready. It's time for this to happen. So the universe is got your back. What that means is you are not alone. And I want you to understand that every single thing that you may have to go through or considering having to go through, or those changes, remember, fear comes a lot in place when change is freaking scary, because like things have been a certain way for so long and we're just like, but if we have that relationship with the universe and we've learned to develop that relationship with our guides, and we know that we're not alone, we have our angels, we have our people on the other side, you got your brothers, you got everyone but your father. I mean, there are people who are looking out for you. I promise you. Look, he just named a bunny outfit. Come on. They're there for you. You're not alone. You're not alone. And they see everything that's happening, and these messages are coming from them, and they know that you've been tossing around this idea, and they're letting you know it's time. So there's a lot of guilt that's around some of this situation. There's some guilt that's happening here. But the thing is like we can't go back and undo and fix and change and make something happen that didn't happen. Guilt is a waste. It's a wasted emotion that drains you and causes that mind to get dizzy and tell you things that are not true because you're feeling guilty about some past stuff. We got to let that go right now. Let it out of your energy field. I want you to remember what it feels like when it's coming in and it's like, you're going to be like, oh no, I'm going to X that out. Like you have a pop-up box where Amazon is like, you get a free gift card. You're like, no, thank you. No, thank you. Oh, you're going to feel guilty about this. X that out. No. When your mind starts messing with you and telling you you can't do this stuff and telling you you're not good enough and telling you all that stuff, you're going to exit out, because Amazon, you know that if you click on that gift card, it's taking you to 4 other surveys. And the next thing you know, you have a Best Buy credit card, a Toys R Us credit card is not even in business anymore. X it out. Don't let it in your mind. No, thank you. Now, you kind of feel like there's some like there's some things you can't do. You're like, I don't know, like there's this circumstance and that situation and that thing I got to deal with and that thing I got to deal with. So like, I can't handle all this. It's like, it's too much. It's like so much stuff going on, but you know what? It's a lie. None of those things are real. None of those things are real. Those are fake jail cell bars inside of your mind that society put there. They are not real. Whenever they come into your head and think you can't do this stuff, X them out like your Amazon gift card. No, thank you. Okay. Now, it's very different. Feeling like lonely versus honoring being alone. So I am presently in my circumstance, finally honoring what it feels like to be alone, to understand what that feels like. And guess what? Being alone, I finally have found I love it, because I get to take care of myself. I get to love myself. I get to honor myself. I get to spend a whole lot of self-care. I get to play music and dance around. I don't even have to do my laundry if I don't feel like it. So don't be afraid of that, because you feel kind of isolated. You know what? It's not okay you don't want to live isolated. You don't want to feel isolated, like alone, like you're trapped, like you can't move out. So that isolation, it's time to move past from that. And you trust that universe, baby doll, because you're not alone in this. No fear. You take that change. You make that change. Okay. Love you. Check in.
Thank you for coming on and sharing us. Okay. Love you too.
Thank you, Sheila.
Thank you so
much.
It was an accident. She was, thank you so much. Click.
I know. I clicked. Yeah, I did it by mistake. All right, so let's go to that. She's smiling. Hey, Sheila.
She's okay. She's like, hey, I'm good. It's okay. I didn't mean to cut you off.
All right, so I got number 4 here, and I'm going to pull Robin. I'm echoing again.
Oh, Robin's like, what? I'm up. It's time. Awesome.
Here we go. Hey, Robin.
There you go. Hey, Joseph, how are you?
We're doing great.
Hi, Joseph. Hi, Joseph.
Is that Kim? Is that Kim next to you? Can you go ahead and put Kim on for a second? I want to tell her something.
Kim's in the hot seat.
Am I in trouble?
No, you're not in trouble. Kim, I just want to give you a thank you for everything you have done with your service, your nurse care service with my mother. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have her home. And she is recovering. She's running. She's walking fast now, getting out of bed and everything. And it was a blessing that you had that service that you could help my brother and I to do that. And I just want to say thank you, and I love you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad.
We honor that.
Thank you.
Yay.
Okay, Robin. I just had to say that to Kim real quick.
Thank you.
So I know you want to hear from your daughter normally when we do this. Was that an anniversary or anything, by the way?
Today's the anniversary of her daughter.
Today's the anniversary.
Today, Joseph.
All right, so she passed away today on the anniversary. All right, this is why she's here. She's saying, Mom, it's our anniversary. And she knows how hard it is for you and Dad on what you're going through. The first year was a blur, she said. She says that I'm happy that the world is starting to feel better and this COVID thing is going away. She's happy about that. She's doing wonderful things. She took a year to settle in where she's at heaven. And she just wants to let you know that she's doing wonderful things here in heaven. There's a lot of confused souls, especially with the COVID, who passed away. And she's kind of helping them get direction in life and helping them find their peace. That's very important. And so she's keeping busy. She works with children too, I feel, as well. And I just need to tell you that as well, Robin, too. Now, there's a letter or there's something that she wrote or you were reading this morning. What was that about her life? Was there a magazine article or something that you just happened to read?
People magazine Zoomed with me this afternoon, and we're reading the article about her in People magazine to me.
Was this article was just written in People magazine?
No, it was written before. What I was reading this morning was something that somebody made for me. It was like this tumbler that said never too far to wind together from this
okay
wine.
Well, this is what she's telling me. She wanted to mention what you were doing today. You were reading something today, the People magazine part that wrote about her, and then what you're doing with the Tumblr thing that you were putting together. It's just her way of letting you know, Robin, that she's here. And she's here on this anniversary, and she feels your grief. She's always close to home, and that's the main thing she wants to say. She's always close to home. She doesn't go far. Anything happened with your sprinkler system, by the way?
Yeah, it's a little screwed up.
Yeah. She's mentioned about, I don't know if your husband's out there trying to fix it or anything, but I think what she's doing there, if it's messed up, she's just mentioning your sprinkler system. Just her way of letting you know that she's there. Mm-hmm. Just little things like that. So,
Joseph, did you speak to her today at all? Have you spoken to her?
Who?
To Robin?
You, to Robin.
No.
No. So how on earth could you possibly know what she was doing this morning or what she was reading this morning unless her daughter was sitting right there next to her while she was reading that? And now her daughter's talking to you right now from whatever realm she's in, whatever vibrational dimension that we do not fully understand here on earth. There is no possible way that you would have known that she was reading something this morning and that her sprinkler system is off if her daughter were not with her every single second.
And the most important is that it was an anniversary.
Today is the anniversary.
And today is the anniversary. Yeah.
So Robin, your daughter, just because she dropped her body, she is there for your sprinkler system. She is there when you read your articles on People Magazine. She is sitting there with you, beside you, hugging you, wrapping her arms around you, putting her head on your shoulders, playing with your hair, listening to you read and loving you. So promise me that pain inside of your heart, you're gonna try to let it go. She has not left you. She is, yeah, she's right there.
I wish that I could feel it.
But listen to him. Listen, how would Joseph have known that unless your daughter, this is what I'm saying. Did you talk to the nurse earlier, Joseph? Did you talk to anyone who would have ever possibly told you this? Because there's no way in this world that you would have known that unless her daughter just told you that. There's no way.
Yeah.
She's there.
Yeah, well, I always had strong readings from her. When I did your home party, she told me about the purse and that she had, and it ended up being her cremations in this purse and everything. So.
But you know, my feeling is, Joseph, she stays because mommy is hurting. Because mommy is hurting. So she stays with mommy because mommy is hurting. And so I want you to keep that in mind, Robin, that, you know, your baby girl will never leave you because you're so sad that she's not there and you're so sad that you can't touch her. And she's trying so hard to get through to you so much. It takes a lot of energy for her to speak to Joseph the way she's speaking to him. She's coming through like she's calling him on an invisible telephone. So to validate to you that she's in your home, she's there with you right now. She's there with you every night that you go to bed. She hears every word you say. She experiences everything that you experience. And I feel like I remember that we've had this conversation before, that she doesn't want to feel that, or she doesn't want to see you in pain anymore. You know, I know it. I can feel it. She wants you to live again and to lighten that soul up and to understand she's so sorry that she had to drop this body, but she is okay.
I know she's
and
okay.
she wants you to be okay. She wants you to be okay because she's got a lot of stuff to do over there, but she's with you so much because I feel your pain there. Your pain is there still. I can feel it.
It's hard. You know? It's hard. She's 29 and a half years old. How can
we don't understand why our angels come and our babies come and when it's time for them to go, because there really is no such thing as death. No. Death does not exist. Yeah. Our souls never die, right? So we had this little experience with this cute little body for a certain amount of years, and we do not know what or why we move on to the other side, but she's home. She went back home. She's waiting for you to come home. She's waiting for you, but she does not want you to live sad for the rest of your days here, waiting to go home to her. I know. It hurts her. Yeah. You know, it does. There's a cord that attaches you to her.
Yeah. One thing I know for sure, Robin, is that the grieving process, there's no time limit in the grieving process. We grieve as much as we want. our loved ones on the other side, they have no pain, they don't grieve, but they're here for us. And whenever we need them, we can always call. It could be 50 years from now. If you need her, you can always call, and they're always with us. Well, I want to thank you both.
Thank you.
You've always been there for me, and I'm here for you.
Thank you so
And
much.
all right, thank you for coming on now.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye, Jeff.
All right. Bye. A lot of static coming through for a minute. You hear the static, or is this me?
It's just you.
It's like ghost in my ears. It's weird. You know, like.
Well, Joseph. No,
Okay,
static,
it's just
but
me.
it is 9:40. Just so you know.
Yeah, I know. We were going to quit at 9:30, weren't we?
Yeah.
All right. How about we take one more?
All right, one more.
Okay, and number 2. 1, 2 is Elaine.
And
or
Chandra.
Eileen.
By the way, also Chandra, I hear static. Oh, Chandra says she hears static at weird times, and she's still here and has asked for a reading. So I want to make sure that I get her because she's in our chat group.
All right. Well, go ahead, Elaine. We're gonna bring you up next, but go ahead and do Chandra right now.
All right, Chandra, here we go. Take a couple breaths. One more. Okay, strong energy. Oh, that's why. All right, so you are a light worker, a healer, an empath. You have come to this earth vibrationally to mature and reach enlightenment. And I'm going to show you who you are. I hope you can see the picture. Let's see. Look at her. Can you see her? Oh, I don't know if you can. She's on a lotus flower. She's cozy. She's comfortable. She has her black and her white. She is at peace. Now, this is your destiny here on this earth, on this particular lifetime. There's some things that are getting in the way, though. You have some situations that have happened in your past that you're holding on to. And you're going back and clinging to the past and reliving the past and going through it again and saying, what if this happened? And why did this happen? And why can't I undo it? Or why can't I fix it? And I want to let you know, sweetheart, that we cannot go back into the past and change it. I know we all know this, but I mean, we really cannot at all, right? So us going back and reliving it, it brings all this stale, old, painful, low vibrational energy. It sucks it into our body, brings it into our brain, and we see through the eyes of the past. So it's like, well, I want to do that, but think about all the things that happened. Well, I want to move forward, but there's been so many things that have happened. I want to feel good, but think about all those things that happened. So I want you to go ahead and try to work on moving through, letting that past go. And we're going to go with the flow when it comes to that. Going with the flow means that there's a lot of things in life we have no control over. But instead of us trying to force things happen, make things happen, fix things and make them happen, paddling up the creek, we're going to be like, okay, this is happening. I'm going to get in my inner tube. I'm going to grab my latte and I'm going to float down this river of life that's out of my control. And I'm going to try to be okay with this. I'm not going to hold on so tight to the outcome. I want you to go ahead and trust the situation that you're facing. I need you to trust your guides right now, and I need you to move into silence. So what that means is, again, stop trying to fix things, change things, speak things, work like, oh, I need you to just listen to me. If you could just listen. Enough of that. I need you to move your energy into your soul. I need you to move into a silent phase and work into your energy within yourself. This has something to do with relationships because your energy is being suppressed, which means you want to shine and you want to flower and you want to share your gifts and you have so much wisdom and your energy is being suppressed. It's being stopped from happening. It's because you're very powerful. So because you're so powerful, there are other forces that are trying to stop your energy from growing. So I need you to work on your meditations. I need you to find spiritual teachers that work for you. I need you to find the light. I need you to find meetup groups. I need you to find your tribe. I need you to fight for who you are. I need you to begin. So you're also going to connect with nature. You're going to study the power of now, and you're going to be able to speak to animals and bugs and trees and crystals, because you are a flowering person. So move away from that suppressive energy. Move away from whatever's suppressing it. You know what it is. I know what it is. We need to move away from that. All right. Trust this. Apparently, they want you to just trust it. Love you. Thank you for coming on.
All right. We're going to take one more, and we're going to bring Eileen up. Okay, she's answering. Here we go. Beautiful. Thank you. Any messages? Yeah. Chandra, I wish I could do that for grandparents, but I need to hear your voice, unfortunately. That's how it works. So I'm hearing that static again. It's weird. It's like a bunch of voices coming in at once. It's in my headphones. Okay, Eileen, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Center yourself. Move over a little bit. There you go.
There we go.
Have you been on the show before? Or is this the first time?
I've been on a couple times.
Wonderful. What brings
Good
you
to
here
see you
tonight?
again, Eileen. Good to see you again.
You too. I just wanted to see if I can connect with my mom.
Oh, okay. Count 1 to 5 for me. I got to reboot a little bit.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's probably not Mom. Who's the Rosemary or Rose in the family?
Don't have one.
Anything with rosary beads?
No. We're Jewish.
Okay. Then there's no rose in the family anywhere then.
Not that I know of.
Friend or anything. Rose.
No.
All right. That's one thing I was just hearing at the very beginning. I just needed to put that to the side. What about red roses for your mom?
She likes yellow.
Okay, that's fine. But roses. What about roses for your mom?
I used to always send her roses at like Mother's Day, which is coming up.
All right. Did you ever pick a rose from her funeral and took it home or something like that? A flower from her funeral?
We unfortunately didn't have one because of COVID.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. If she likes roses and Mother's Day's coming up, then she's showing me roses. That's where I got the rose from. What I'm hearing about Mom is that she's always been a free spirit, always outgoing in life. And what I'm hearing, what she's saying is that when she slowed down, it was the hardest thing for her when she slowed down.
Yeah.
Everybody had to do what was right. Everybody had to make choices. It was the right thing. It was hard decisions to make, and it was hard not being there with everyone.
Yeah.
But it's something that we had to do. We had to follow the rules. That's what she says. We had to follow the rules. But in her heart, she was always, in her heart, she was with everyone.
Yep.
And that's what she wants to let you know. She's with everyone. There's a pin I'm seeing. That pin's on or something? A brooch or a pin?
She's got, she always had a pin on her jacket.
Did you ever get one of her pins or no?
Yep. She gave one to me right before she passed.
All right. That was important then. If it was just before your passing, she's mentioning the pin she gave to you. So it's just memories that she had before her passing.
Well, my mom was a real estate agent, and I got my license probably about a year before she died. So she gave me her real estate pin.
Oh, that's
all right.
beautiful.
So it's not just a plain pin. It's an important pin.
Yep.
All right. So that's what she wants to mention the pin to you.
Okay.
So with her expertise in heaven and your expertise here, she'll help you sell more homes.
Well,
and
that
just
would be awesome.
keep on wearing that good luck pin, okay?
Yeah. Now I have a
And
quick question. Is she around? Because about 3 weeks ago, I could swear I saw a figure leave her bedroom and go into the kitchen, and it's happened a couple of times.
I mean,
yeah,
it's absolutely her.
It's only been a year since her passing, and normally they take a little while to transition, and they hang around and stick around. So,
Yeah.
just when you see it, just talk out loud. Hi, Mom.
Hi,
How
Mom.
are you doing?
Yep.
I love
That's
you.
it.
I know that's you.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna leave you for Kristen here.
Okay.
And thank you.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
It's pretty
You're
awesome.
welcome.
I mean, my grandma didn't wear pins. I'm just saying. My mom, my grandma,
Yeah.
it's one of those
Yeah.
little things that, like,
Oh,
he didn't say to anyone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just that it's what I love is that he has those baby little validations that, he didn't say to Donna Marie, did your parents wear pins? Or Chandra, they wear pins. He said it to you, and your mother gave you her pin, and that meant something to you. And that's his way of validating that mom is talking to him, and it helps us to understand certain things like that,
Yeah.
And yes, mom is there, and especially when she, they don't show you their shadows accidentally. She wants to catch your eye and say, hey, I'm here. It takes a lot for them to manifest in front of you. It's not really that easy, and there's dimensional shifts and all sorts of stuff. But the fact that she showed you that, it just helps to know, hey, I know you're there, and I love you. Thank you for being there. And I if I could say anything, it's to speak to them as if they're still here, because they are, and they want us to speak to them. They don't want us to be so sad. They just drop their bodies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I get everyone gets so upset, and I know that it's sad because we can't touch them anymore, but we also just have to learn a different way of communicating with them. It's kind of like they're in China and they're speaking Chinese now, and we just have to learn how to speak Chinese to talk to them. It's really all it is, learning their language, which is signs, symbols, music on the radio, shadows, thoughts that come in your head, warm feelings. That's how they communicate to us now. It's a language.
Yeah.
All right, Eileen, would you like a reading?
Sure.
Okay. One. Take a breath. One more. Here we go. Okay. All right, so I see some all right, baby doll. I see tired, you're tired. You're kind of exhausted, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, what's happening is, I don't know if you've listened to me, but when we're so tired, it affects our brain. It affects the way we think. It affects the way we feel. It affects our thoughts. My goodness, you got some stuff going on, love. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna stop. You're still talking to me. So thing is, baby, listen, when we're so tired because we have so much stuff going on outside, it gets into our head and it blows up our brain and splits it apart. And so we're sometimes we're feeling good, but a lot of times we're not feeling good, and we have this major brain split, and it's kind of, we're feeling healthy and unhealthy and healthy and unhealthy. And the thing is that you've gone through so much sorrow. You have so much sorrow that you've experienced that's not helping with the exhaustion. It's not helping with a healthy mindset. And also there's an energy that's running you around ragged. Go left, go right, go up, go down. You didn't go left good enough. Go right a little better, go slower. Never mind, go faster. And it's enough to exhaust you and split your brain apart. So, you're not feeling that healthy right now, because also this energy thinks they're freaking amazing. They could do no wrong. Everything is just flawless and perfect. They know best. And the reality is you're everything around you is crumbling and you can't see it. and you think you're fine and you think everything is fine, and it's not fine. It's not. So the thing is that I don't want you to grip on so tight and try to make things happen when they're not meant to be. So instead of going with the flow and just kind of letting things happen the way they need to happen and unfold the way they need to unfold, we're trying to maybe kind of control some things and affect some things, and that's unhealthy for you to do, because it's not going to work. So we need you to kind of give complete trust. I know that that's not that easy, but I need you to trust your guides. I need you to trust your mom. I need you to trust yourself. I need you to figure out how to get that relationship back with yourself, because you give and give and give, and you send this energy out, and you're not really taking care of yourself. There's a lot of guilt that's happened. There's some things that have happened, and we're holding on some guilt. We can't let that go. And so what's happening is that's further splitting your brain, exhausting you, running you around in circles, adding to the sorrow, and tanking your energy. And all that really does is it lowers your energetic vibration pattern. So it's not like there's nothing freaking wrong with you. I'm going to tell you that right now. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just you've had a lot of things happen to you, and it's lowered your energy. Well, when your vibration is low, you're in a lower, and it messes with you. So what I need you to do is figure out how to meditate, how to take care of yourself, how to practice self-love, and pull your energy out, because you've lost that relationship with yourself. So when you've lost that relationship with yourself, there's no one taking care of you. No one is taking care of you at all. And the thing is we have to stop that right now. So I do see that things are going to change in your life. Things are going to be moving around. I see some changing, some traveling. I see that also the same energy that we're talking about. It's kind of like we're looking at each other, and it's like, hi, how are you? Oh yeah, things are fine. But underneath it all, like nothing is fine. Like we have this like iceberg of a relationship, and then underneath it is all this unspoken stuff that no one is saying, but it's there, which is further exhausting you, further splitting your mind, further creating the sorrow, further adding to the guilt, right? So there's also like no compromise that's happening here. So it is the completion. It's coming to an end, love. It really is. You have this idea, the time of whatever that idea that you've been tossing around, it's time to act on it right now. So I want to let you know that there is something beautiful out there. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful male energy, that he's just loving and kind, and he honors who you are, and he respects your boundaries, and he's healthy, and he's spiritual, and he's kind, and he's loving. He wants to hear everything you have to say just to hear you speak. And I want you to figure out where that guy's, he fits in somewhere. He's at the very end of all that funness I just said. And remember, keep in mind, sweetheart, you are very, very powerful. You are a light worker. You are an empath. You are a healer. And you are around so many people that are not like you. So let's call it, you're a lion amongst sheep. So you're trying to relate to these people, but they don't understand a word you're saying. You're trying to be like, hey, this is who I am. And they're like, you're weird. And so you just stop kind of sharing this information with them. So you have to find your tribe. You have to find people who are like you, people who love you. Find your tribe. Meditate, study, practice, stay in the light, and take care of yourself. Self-care. Develop that relationship back with yourself, and everything will be okay. Okay?
Yep. Thank you. Thank you both.
Thank you for coming on again.
Thanks for coming on, Eileen.
Take care.
Okay. All right. We went overtime for you.
Okay. Well, that was important. Looking at
Okay, so we're going to end the show. For those of you in the waiting room, there's a few of you there. Call in next Wednesday, and we'll see if we can get back to you. And there goes the whispers again.
Yeah, Chandra said there is some static. I don't hear it. But...
Yeah, I have my headphones on, and it comes through. It's like ghosts coming from one ear to the other.
Man,
it is. It's like having that static sign. That static. It goes and it starts from one end to the other end. So, all right. So we want to thank everybody for coming on tonight.
Christina, Drew, we just had Bruno pop on. Thank you so much for coming on. Chandra and Afia. Hi, Afia.
There we go.
Thank you for coming on.
We still have a lot of people here online. So come back next week. We do the drawing, and we hopefully get to see you all.
Yeah.
And we're going to say good night. Once you do your ending.
Monday, see you Wednesday, Tuesday with Ilanit. I have some readings that are popping up, some specialty readings popping up next week. So we'll see about that too. So keep tuned, tune in. Oh, like our Facebook, like our YouTube, please come on our YouTubes, guys. All of these videos are played on our YouTubes. So go back, like our stuff, because we do want to eventually be able to switch forums, but we can't leave you guys behind. So come on to our YouTubes, okay? And make sure you sign up for Joseph's newsletter so we have your email so we can let you know when our next events are, because our events will be live streamed. So they're going to be worldwide live streamed. So we'll hit Belfast and all over the country, and you'll be able to, come on there. We have videographers coming and stuff like that. So keep tuned, keep in touch. If you want tickets to that, we'll be announcing that event in the next week or so. If you want to be a part of it, okay?
All right.
All right.
All right.
Love you. Bye. We
Bye.
honor your presence. Thank you. Bye. Bye, Chris.